Have you ever noticed how certain women over 50 walk into a room and immediately command attention, not because of flashy logos or expensive brands, but because everything about them feels intentional, confident, and polished? It isn't luck. It isn't about money. It's about knowing a few strategic style principles that transform the way you look and, more importantly, the way you feel. A 2023 Women's Style Report found that nearly 70% of women over 50 feel their wardrobes no longer reflect who they are today. Careers change, bodies change, priorities shift, and somewhere along the way, style often takes a back seat. Many women end up in the same safe uniform: black pants, oversized tops, neutral shoes. Practical, yes. Flattering or confidence-boosting, not always. I've worked with countless clients in this stage of life, and the pattern is clear. The women who look effortlessly elegant aren't chasing trends or spending thousands on designer labels. They understand proportion, color, texture, and fit. They know how to use accessories strategically. They know when to add structure and when to keep things relaxed. Take Linda, 56, for example. A few simple changes: belts that defined her waistline, warm colors that brightened her complexion, structured pieces that replaced the shapeless ones, completely transformed how she presented herself. Within weeks, people started telling her she looked refreshed, modern, and sophisticated. That's what this guide is about. We're going to break down 7 style strategies that help women over 50 look elegant, current, and yes, 10 times more expensive without spending a fortune. These aren't fashion gimmicks. They're timeless techniques backed by real-world results, so you can step into any room with the confidence of knowing you look exactly the way you want to look. Tip #1: rolling up blazer or shirt sleeves the right way. For women over 50, details matter more than ever. Something as small as the way you roll your sleeves can dramatically affect how polished and youthful you look. According to a 2023 ARP fashion survey, 63% of women over 50 admitted they often feel less confident about their style because they overlook small finishing touches like sleeve length or accessories. That lack of attention to detail can make even expensive outfits look ordinary. One common mistake is rolling sleeves haphazardly, too high, uneven, or with bulky creases that ruin the clean lines of your outfit. Some even secure the roll with hair ties, which not only looks sloppy but also damages the fabric. In a 2022 Women Over 50 style poll, 47% of respondents said they never learned the proper way to roll sleeves for a polished look, which explains why so many well-intentioned outfits miss the mark. Here's how to fix it. Start with the right fabrics. For blazers, choose ones with a smooth, flexible lining. Stiff or heavily padded sleeves won't hold an elegant fold. For shirts, cotton blends with a touch of spandex or high-quality silk work best, since they keep structure without wrinkling easily. For a shirt, fold the cuff once or twice, each fold about 2 inches wide, keeping edges crisp and aligned. For a blazer, fold the cuff back once to reveal the inner lining, then again to just below the elbow for a subtle contrast. This technique creates an intentional, tailored look rather than a rushed or careless one. Accessories elevate the effect. A slim leather strap watch or a delicate metallic bracelet adds polish without competing with the outfit. Matching the accessory tone, gold, silver, or leather, with your belt buckle or handbag hardware keeps the whole look cohesive. Always test your sleeve fold by moving your arms naturally, holding a coffee cup, reaching for a bag to make sure the fold stays in place throughout the day. I learned this lesson firsthand after attending a business luncheon in San Diego. I wore a navy blazer I loved but had folded the sleeves unevenly in a rush. In every photo, the sloppy folds distracted from the entire outfit. A friend later showed me the proper method, and the next time I wore the same blazer, with sleeves rolled neatly, paired with a simple gold watch, the compliments didn't stop. As fashion icon Diane Keaton once said in Vogue, "A precise sleeve roll can transform a simple outfit into a style statement." That precision signals confidence and refinement, qualities that become even more powerful with age. Mastering this one small detail sets the stage for the next step, defining the waistline. Because once the top half of your outfit looks intentional and tailored, the natural next move is shaping the overall silhouette. And that's where belts come in. Tip #2. Defining the waistline with a belt. For many women over 50, changing hormones often bring new challenges with body shape, especially around the midsection. Research from the American Institute for Women's Health in 2023 shows that more than 68% of women over 50 experience weight gain around the waist due to hormonal shifts. As a result, many start choosing loose, shapeless clothing to hide this area. Ironically, this often has the opposite effect, making the entire silhouette look boxy and less refined. I remember clearly when I turned 52. I stood in front of the mirror wearing a flowy beige dress, thinking it would conceal the changes in my body. Instead, I looked like I was drowning in fabric. Have you ever looked at your outfit and felt the same way, that it was wearing you instead of the other way around? The most common mistake women make is assuming belts are only for younger women or special occasions. Others choose belts that are too wide, too flashy, or in contrasting colors, which draw unwanted attention to the midsection rather than creating a flattering line. A Harper's Bazaar survey in 2022 revealed that 54% of middle-aged women wore the wrong type of belt, resulting in outfits that lacked proportion and polish. The solution is understanding how to choose and position belts strategically. For an apple-shaped body, where the midsection carries more weight, opt for a slim, neutral-colored belt, beige, brown, or black, placed slightly above the natural waist, just below the bust. This creates a higher visual waistline and elongates the legs while softening the stomach area. For a pear-shaped body with fuller hips and thighs, a medium-width belt in the same tone as your dress or trousers balances the proportions without cutting the body in half. For those lucky enough to have an hourglass shape, a statement belt in leather or metallic accents right at the natural waist highlights curves in the most elegant way. Personally, I favor a medium-width caramel leather belt with a subtle gold buckle. It works with everything from structured blazers to linen dresses and adds instant refinement without overpowering the outfit. Imagine a simple straight-cut dress in ivory linen. On its own, it looks comfortable but unremarkable. Now add a tan belt at the waist, paired with nude heels. Suddenly, the entire look feels intentional, the silhouette more defined, the wearer taller and slimmer. I tried this combination at a friend's wedding in Miami. A white dress, caramel belt, and gold earrings, and received compliment after compliment. Stacey London, style expert and author of The Truth About Style, once noted, "The right belt doesn't just hold an outfit together. It brings structure, proportion, and confidence to the woman wearing it." The lesson here is simple: never underestimate the power of a belt. It is not merely functional, it is transformative. A well-chosen belt adds shape, sophistication, and a sense of personal style that flatters at any age. When was the last time you experimented with a belt in your wardrobe, and how did it change the way you felt about your look? Once the waistline is mastered, the next natural step is color. Even with the perfect silhouette, poor color combinations can make an outfit look flat or chaotic. This brings us to tip #3, blending warm tones with neutral shades for effortless elegance. Tip #3, blending warm tones with neutral shades. After defining the waistline, the next step to creating an elegant, age-defying look is mastering color combinations. Many women over 50 instinctively reach for black, navy, or gray, thinking these shades are universally slimming and sophisticated. While neutrals are essential, wearing them exclusively can often make the overall appearance feel flat, especially as skin tones naturally lose some vibrancy with age. A 2022 color and aging study by the Fashion Institute of Technology found that nearly 60% of women over 50 reported feeling washed out when wearing only cool, muted colors. The right balance of warm and neutral tones can counteract this, adding dimension and glow without looking overly bright or flashy. The most common mistake is relying on either extreme. All neutrals, which can look dull, or bold, saturated colors, which can feel overwhelming. Neither approach brings the harmony and sophistication that comes from strategic color pairing. Here's the solution: Start with a neutral foundation, cream, beige, taupe, or soft gray, and then introduce warm accents like caramel, terracotta, burgundy, or olive green. These shades add richness without shouting for attention. For example, a cream blouse with tailored camel trousers and a burgundy leather belt creates a look that feels expensive and intentional without a single designer label. Monochromatic dressing in layered tones is another powerful tool. Wearing multiple shades from the same color family, for instance, sand, mocha, and espresso, creates a long, uninterrupted line that lengthens the body and feels effortlessly chic. Fashion stylists for celebrities like Julianne Moore and Viola Davis often rely on this approach to keep looks timeless yet modern. I remember trying this myself for a charity event in Chicago. I paired a soft beige sweater with caramel trousers, nude heels, and a matching belt. The warm undertones instantly brightened my complexion and drew compliments about how put together I looked, even though the entire outfit was from mid-range brands. It proved what designer Carolina Herrera once said: "Color is the secret to making simplicity look luxurious." Ask yourself, when was the last time you experimented with warm tones? Are there colors in your wardrobe you avoid simply because you're unsure how to pair them? Starting small, with accessories like scarves or handbags, can be a low-risk way to test what works for you. Once you've mastered color, the next step is balancing formality and ease. Because even the most beautiful shades can look overdone or too casual if the pieces themselves aren't styled in harmony. Tip #4. Balancing formal and casual pieces. Even with the right colors and a defined silhouette, an outfit can fall flat if it feels either too stiff or too relaxed. Many women over 50 default to one extreme, either dressing overly formal in an attempt to appear polished or overly casual for comfort. The problem? Both ends of the spectrum can age you unnecessarily. A 2022 Women's Style Report survey of 200 women over 50 found that 61% felt their style was either too corporate or too laid back, with few finding the right balance. The most common complaint was looking like they were trying too hard in formal attire or like they'd given up in casual clothes. That tension is exactly where mastering balance becomes essential. The goal is what stylists call high-low dressing, combining structured, elegant pieces with relaxed, effortless elements. When done correctly, it creates a look that feels modern, approachable, and refined all at once. Start with one tailored item as the anchor: a well-fitted blazer, a crisp button-down shirt, or tailored trousers. Then soften it with something casual yet polished. For example, pair a navy blazer with dark, straight-leg denim instead of matching trousers. Combine a silk blouse with khaki joggers tailored at the ankle, or layer a structured cardigan over a simple white tee and slim-cut jeans. The trick is ensuring casual pieces are high-quality fabrics, think cotton blends, fine knits, or linen, to avoid looking sloppy. Proportions matter too. If the top half is structured, keep the bottom slightly more relaxed, and vice versa. I often pair my sharp-shouldered black blazer with faded gray jeans and pointed-toe flats. The blazer gives authority, while the jeans keep it from feeling like a boardroom uniform. Every time I wear this mix, people comment on how effortlessly chic it looks, even though it takes less than 5 minutes to put together. Celebrity stylist Michaela Erlanger, known for dressing stars like Lupita Nyong'o, notes, "The key to modern elegance is contrast. A little softness with structure makes a woman look confident but never rigid." That contrast is why celebrities like Helen Mirren and Andie MacDowell, both over 60, consistently land on best-dressed lists. They masterfully balance tailored blazers with soft skirts, formal trousers with casual knits, and evening tops with denim jackets. Think about your own closet for a moment. How many pieces are strictly workwear, and how many are weekend only? What combinations have you never tried? Sometimes pairing them creates the most striking looks. For instance, last fall I wore a cream cashmere sweater with tailored black trousers and clean white sneakers to a lunch meeting. The sneakers kept it relaxed, the trousers added polish, and the cashmere pulled everything together. A colleague even asked if I had hired a stylist. That's the magic of balance. People notice the overall harmony, not the individual items. The lesson is clear. Style after 50 doesn't mean choosing between formal or casual. It means knowing how to let them talk to each other. The contrast adds interest, sophistication, and personality to any outfit. Once balance is mastered, the next step is structure. Because no matter how well you mix pieces, if the clothing itself lacks shape and tailoring, the look can still feel unfinished. That leads us directly to tip #5, investing in straight, well-structured cuts that elevate even the simplest wardrobe. Tip #5, investing in structured, well-cut pieces. Even with the perfect color palette and a balanced mix of formal and casual pieces, an outfit can fall short if the garments themselves lack structure. Fit and tailoring are what separate a polished, expensive-looking outfit from one that feels ordinary. According to a 2023 global fashion fit study by the Apparel Research Council, 72% of women over 50 reported difficulty finding clothes that fit properly, leading many to settle for garments that are either too tight or too loose, both of which can instantly diminish sophistication. The most common mistake is relying on oversized clothing to hide the body or squeezing into pieces that no longer fit the way they used to. Oversized garments can make the body appear shapeless, while overly tight pieces highlight areas we often want to minimize. Neither extreme delivers the graceful, refined silhouette that well-cut clothing provides. The solution lies in investing in pieces with clean lines, precise tailoring, and fabrics that hold their shape. Straight-leg trousers, not skinny, not wide leg, create length and balance. Blazers with properly fitted shoulders give instant authority without bulk. Button-down shirts that skim the body rather than cling or billow offer structure while remaining comfortable. When trying on clothing, focus on the shoulders and bust first. These areas determine how the entire garment drapes. As designer Donna Karan once said, if it doesn't fit at the shoulders, it doesn't fit anywhere. One strategy I often recommend is visiting a tailor for small alterations. A $100 blazer can look like a $1,000 designer piece if the sleeves hit at the right spot and the waistline is subtly shaped to your frame. I once bought a simple navy sheath dress on sale for under $80. After spending $25 at the tailor to adjust the hemline and taken the sides slightly, it became one of the most complimented items in my wardrobe. It proved what stylist Stacey London frequently says: tailoring is the secret weapon of well-dressed women. Quality fabrics make a difference as well. Look for materials with some weight and drape. Cotton blends, pont knit, wool crepe, or linen with structure. These fabrics hold shape and resist wrinkling, keeping the outfit sharp throughout the day. A pair of straight-leg trousers in wool blend fabric will outshine polyester alternatives every time, even if they cost roughly the same. Consider, too, the long-term value of a well-cut piece. A tailored blazer in black, navy, or camel can be worn for years, styled with dresses, jeans, or skirts. Straight-leg trousers in a neutral tone pair with everything from silk blouses to casual knits. These foundational pieces create a wardrobe that feels cohesive and elevated, minimizing the "I have nothing to wear" panic so many women experience. I often ask clients to perform a simple test. Put on your most expensive-looking outfit and remove the accessories. If the clothing alone doesn't hold its shape or flatter your body, it's time to reassess the cuts and fabrics. Style begins with structure. Accessories and colors only enhance what's already there. Once you've built this foundation, the next step is choosing the right accessories to complement it. And no accessory transforms an outfit quite like the perfect handbag. That leads us directly to the next tip. Tip #6, choosing structured, elegant handbags. Even with a perfectly tailored outfit, the wrong handbag can undermine the entire look. Accessories carry tremendous visual weight, and nothing signals polish and confidence quite like a structured, well-designed handbag. According to a 2023 accessory trends report by the American Fashion Association, nearly 65% of women over 50 admitted they still use the same oversized, shapeless bags they carried in their 30s and 40s, often out of habit, convenience, or sentimentality. Unfortunately, these slouchy, overstuffed bags can add unnecessary bulk, making the wearer appear less refined no matter how carefully the rest of the outfit is styled. The most common mistakes are size, shape, and hardware. Oversized totes collapse under their own weight, distorting the silhouette, while tiny, trendy bags feel impractical and juvenile. Loud logos, flashy patterns, or excessive embellishments can distract from an otherwise sophisticated ensemble. A bag should complement, not compete with, the woman carrying it. The solution is investing in medium-sized, structured handbags with clean lines and minimal hardware. Look for defined shapes, satchels, top-handle bags, or boxy crossbodies, made from quality leather or high-grade vegan alternatives. Neutral tones like black, camel, taupe, burgundy, or deep green work seamlessly across seasons and pair with both casual and formal looks. The absence of bold logos or flashy prints keeps the bag timeless and versatile. I often recommend what stylists call the 3-outfit test. Before buying a handbag, picture it with 3 completely different looks: jeans and a blazer for brunch, a work-ready sheath dress, and a weekend outfit with tailored trousers and sneakers. If the bag elevates all 3, it's a worthwhile investment. A well-chosen handbag should function like a signature piece, pulling together every outfit without drawing attention solely to itself. I learned this lesson years ago when I replaced my oversized, unstructured hobo bag with a medium-sized satchel in caramel leather. The difference was immediate. Even on days when I wore simple jeans and a white shirt, the structured bag made the entire look feel intentional, as if I had spent far more time planning my outfit than I actually had. Friends and colleagues commented on how put together I looked, not realizing the only change was the handbag. Many style icons over 50 follow this principle. Helen Mirren often carries structured box bags in neutral tones, while Julianne Moore favors medium satchels with minimal hardware. Their choices demonstrate that elegance comes from proportion, restraint, and quality rather than size or designer logos. As designer Michael Kors once said, accessories should be a punctuation mark, not the whole sentence. For women hesitant to invest in luxury brands, there are countless mid-range labels offering excellent craftsmanship at accessible prices. What matters most is material, shape, and versatility, not the name on the tag. A structured handbag instantly sharpens casual outfits and adds quiet confidence to dressier looks. Once the right handbag becomes part of your wardrobe, the entire outfit gains a sense of completion. But accessories alone can't disguise cheap or flimsy fabrics. That brings us to the final step: choosing quality materials or convincing imitations that ensure every outfit looks polished, luxurious, and timeless. Tip #7: choosing quality fabrics or realistic alternatives. Even with a perfectly structured handbag, tailored clothing, and a balanced color palette, cheap-looking fabrics can undo everything. Fabric quality is one of the most overlooked elements of style, yet it has the power to make even the simplest outfit feel luxurious or painfully ordinary. A 2023 Textile and Fashion Quality report revealed that nearly 58% of women over 50 admitted to choosing clothes based solely on price or color rather than material, often resulting in wardrobes filled with items that looked worn out after just a few washes. The most common mistake is relying too heavily on low-grade synthetics like thin polyester or shiny nylon. These materials often cling in the wrong places, wrinkle easily, and lack the weight or drape needed for a refined look. Over time, they fade, pill, and lose shape, signaling low quality even if the design itself is stylish. The solution isn't always buying the most expensive garments, it's choosing fabrics wisely. Natural fibers like cotton, linen, silk, cashmere, and wool blends tend to hold shape, resist pilling, and drape beautifully on the body. Even small percentages of these fibers blended with synthetics can dramatically improve appearance and longevity. For example, a blouse made of 60% cotton and 40% polyester often looks and feels far superior to one made of 100% polyester. Weight and texture matter as much as fiber content. Heavier fabrics with a slight sheen, like sateen cotton or wool crepe, convey richness, while extremely thin or overly shiny materials often appear inexpensive. When shopping, I always recommend touching the fabric, holding it up to natural light, and checking how it moves. If it collapses limply or reflects too much light, it may not give the polished effect you want. Technology has also changed the game. Today's high-quality vegan leather, recycled polyester blends, and performance fabrics can mimic the look and feel of luxury materials at accessible prices. Many European brands now offer faux suede and leather alternatives, so convincing that even experienced stylists have difficulty telling them apart from the real thing. I remember buying a simple camel-colored coat made from a wool blend fabric with only 20% actual wool content. Because of the way it was woven and finished, it looked nearly identical to a designer version costing 5 times as much. I wore it through 3 winters, received endless compliments, and no one guessed it wasn't pure wool. This experience confirmed what fashion educator Tim Gunn once said: "Quality isn't always about the price tag. It's about construction, fabric, and fit working together." For women building or refining wardrobes after 50, I often suggest a fabric-first shopping strategy before considering color or style. Check the tag for materials and examine how the fabric feels in your hands. If it feels flimsy, overly stiff, or synthetic to the point of looking shiny, put it back. Over time, this habit naturally curates a closet full of pieces that look far more expensive than they actually are. The lesson is simple but powerful. Fabrics form the foundation of style. A basic t-shirt in high-quality cotton will always outshine a trendy blouse made of cheap polyester. A well-cut jacket in a wool blend elevates everything you wear under it. When fabric quality aligns with tailoring, accessories, and color harmony, the entire outfit communicates confidence, refinement, and timeless elegance. With this final tip, all 7 elements come together: thoughtful details, strategic waist definition, color mastery, balanced styling, precise tailoring, structured accessories, and quality fabrics. When combined, they create a wardrobe that empowers women over 50 to look and feel sophisticated without ever relying on expensive designer labels. Style has never been about the price tag. It's about making thoughtful choices, selecting the right colors, the right fabrics, the right details, and combining them in ways that highlight your confidence and personality. If there's one thing I want you to take away from today, it's this: it's never too late to reinvent your style. Whether you're 50, 60, or beyond, you can look modern, elegant, and completely yourself with just a few strategic changes. Confidence doesn't come from hiding behind clothes. It comes from wearing pieces that work for you, not against you. So here's my challenge for you: try at least one of these tips this week. Maybe it's adding a belt to define your waistline. Maybe it's choosing a warmer color or swapping out an old handbag for something structured and timeless. Then come back and tell me in the comments what changed for you. How did you feel? And if you found this video helpful, share it with a friend who might need a little style inspiration too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss new tips designed just for women over 50 who want to look and feel their best. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I can't wait to see you in the next video, where we'll explore even more ways to help you dress with confidence, elegance, and ease. See you soon.